Yo, in today's video, we're going to look at some of the most creepy and strange TikToks that will make you question your reality.
This shit is not normal. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care about how much fun that people are having right now. Look at this shit. I live in the deep fucking South. Look at my motherfucking tree. Looks like a Christmas Wonderland tree. And they're talking about 2 to 4 inches? Look at this shit. It's about 6 to 7 inches of fucking snow right here.
That's crazy.
And it just started like 6 hours ago. You could barely see any damn grass. I've been all over the country and I've lived in the South on numerous occasions. I've never seen snow like this. And people can blame it on climate, you know what? But I'm telling you right now, there's so much old infrastructure in the South right now that cannot withstand this type of fucking weather. Do you know how many homeless people live in the South right now? You know how many people are probably suffering out there right now? And you can't even get to them because there's so much fucking black ice all over the road. You know how many car crashes have already been reported since 6 hours ago? Over 120. One single state. And just in one single county, there has been 120 wrecks already. These people have never experienced this type of weather before. I mean, this is insane. I mean, I'm absolutely speechless right now. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. I come from Colorado, you know, that's where I grew up for majority of my life, but this right here, I mean, this shit is thick. And there's much more on the way. And that's what scares me the most. I mean, look at my car. What happened to my baby? Look at my trees. You can't see any grass out here at all.
Yo, the South is probably just tripping.
Man, y'all tripping. Y'all believe whatever y'all want. 1875, the year they standardized the metric system. On the surface, y'all, it seemed like a straightforward agreement to unify measurements worldwide, but dig deeper, and you'll find they use a very specific baseline to define the meter. Specifically, it was tied to the distance along a meridian arc from the equator to the North Pole, divided into 10 million parts. The meter itself was defined based on the assumption of a globe. Think about that for a second. They defined the meter using a hypothetical sphere divided into 10 million parts. This was an observation. It was an abstraction, a theoretical calculation based on the globe model. They based the meter on the idea of Earth as a globe, not on observed measurements. You heard me. From that moment on, every scientific calculation using the metric system was subtly reinforcing the globe paradigm. It's like rigging the game before it starts. The NOAA been fucking us since 1807.
They definitely have.
Wasserman. They all came in on the Olympics, and then I saw Johnny. And we got the World Cup, too. And, you know, it's only because they rigged the election that I'll be your president representing you there. You know, I got both of them. I got the Olympics and I got the World Cup. And I said, you know, it's too bad. One was in 2026 and the other was in 2028. And I said, I won't be there. I won't be your president. But then they rigged the election and now we won. So I'm going to be your president for the Olympics.
Oh my fucking god.
We got so many fires going on. Fires and snow.
I don't know how to say this without sounding crazy, but like, I mean, I know people think I'm a conspiracy theorist. I wouldn't call myself that. But I saw this video with a phone wrapped in foil and the person next to them were calling the phone and it didn't ring while it was wrapped in foil, right? And they take the foil off and they call it again and it rings with no problem. Basically, after today, you're gonna see me with a tinfoil hat every day. I guess those people really weren't as crazy as people made them out to seem. Or at the very least, those hats really work. Something else. Say what you want, but there's something really crazy and weird happening in the world right now. And I ain't gonna lie, whoops, this is actually making me feel a heck of a lot better.
Should we all get tinfoil hats? Hey, anybody ever noticed, like, back in ancient times, right? I say ancient, I don't know how long ago it was, but if you look at old photos from, different eras, you see the people that had, like, these hats on with the point at the top, right? And it's similar to a lot of the buildings that we see. I think it's a way for them to access a certain type of download or a certain type of information or a certain frequency or
protests happening all over the United States, and yet we can't go live. I don't know what this is, but it feels like we are being punked because this isn't our app. It's just to keep us sitting at home.
See, I told you. That's straight up, you guys. I told you. See, I'm not losing my mind. Holy moly! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
that's crazy. We got self-driving buses. This reminds me of the show Westworld. That show was crazy. But they had little vehicles that look like that.
I don't know what that is, though, but I'm recording it. Wait, look at that. You see that? Grand Rising, Cosmic Family.
These two tails shows up all around the world, too. The two-tailed mermaid, Muezzin, all around the world you find this. I knew it was a conspiracy. Right? Matsai in India, same thing. The first incarnation of Vishnu shows up as a fish god that teaches the arts of civilization. Pretty specific, documented all throughout history, revered. It seems like just a total freak show that you have these. This is what all these cultures are saying. And I'm not, I think this is an interesting story here. I'm just stepping back and displaying what has been said over and over again. The Chinese people still celebrate this culture hero as the bringer of this incredible knowledge, and we know how sophisticated the Chinese civilization is. Then you go over to Africa, and Olokun is an amphibious, androgynous god that teaches the arts of civilization.
They changed the algorithm. You can't see any updates on LA5.
Right, for those of you that don't understand this is spiritual warfare that's happening right now, you guys. Okay? TikTok does not care about us. Don't you find it odd that it went dark for 12 hours and they did it early without a moment's notice or warning that it was going to happen? And then they were like, yay, 12 hours later, we're going to bring it back. Like, that doesn't ring suspicious to y'all? Like, who bought it? What are they doing? What is the intention? This 90-day thing, okay, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a conclusion well before that, but the United States wants 50%. Trump wants 50% of TikTok, okay? The theory is that somebody bought it already, whether it's Mark Zuckerberg or whatever. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care. All I know is that if an American company buys it, or a billionaire or whatever, there's going to be subscriptions, there's going to be fees involved, there's going to be ads everywhere. If Meta buys this app, it's going to be the worst thing to ever happen to it. I'm going to be honest. Will I still use it though? Maybe. Just saying, that's just my take. I want you guys to understand, you have to transcend all of the BS. If you're down here, this is your lower vibration. Alright? This is where they want to keep you, in our lower state. You transcend that by rising higher and vibrating higher. Alright? That means don't let everything affect you so much. That means just understand what's going on, see through this shit, see it for what it is, and just move on about your day. Because, hey, when you walk with Christ, when you are one with Source, you understand that everything is working out for our highest good anyway, and there's nothing to really worry about, honestly. Make sure that you are taking care of yourselves. Stay forthcoming, stay righteous, and stay on the right path. I love you.
And I noticed that there are a lot of TikTok refugees on Redbook that are really curious about the living costs in China.
And I'm going to be going side by side with this and showing what the same bundle of goods costs in America versus China.
These are strawberry, 16.8 RMB for
strawberries, $4.50 per pound.
Blueberry. Strawberries, 9.9 for a box.
Blueberries, $6 per pound.
These are bananas, almost 5 yuan for this one.
Bananas, 69 cents, not too different.
Apples, 3.99 RMB.
Apples, 250 or 2.99 per pound.
Oranges, 3.58 RMB.
Oranges, 4 for $5. How nice of them, wow.
Cucumbers, these are 2.58 and these are 3.28.
Cucumbers, 89 cents a pound, and they look nasty.
Cabbage, 1.58.
Cabbage, 1.19 per pound, also look nasty.
Celery, almost 2 yuan.
A bag of celery, $3.50 per pound. So why is it that the same exact bundle of goods here in America is more expensive than the same goods in China? So, of course, here in America, people get paid more for the same job than they would in China. And so, in order to account for that, they need to keep groceries at a certain price level so that grocery stores can stay in business. Because grocery stores are not about providing food to the community. They're about making profit for its owner. In order to keep the economy afloat in the midst of increasing wages and salaries, things have to remain just a little bit unaffordable for the economy to survive. To say that this is late-stage capitalism, I don't know, but what I do know is that this is what an economy that is inflated has to look like. This is what groceries in an inflated economy look like. But regardless of whatever happens, we're in the last 24 hours of one of the best apps and one of the best algorithms, in my opinion, that's ever been created. Like, just take a second to think about it. This algorithm is so good that Meta couldn't compete in any other way than to pay politicians to move the TikTok ban through the government and straight to the Supreme Court. But if you have ever supported my content in any way, I truly appreciate you. I'll be moving my content over to YouTube. All the links to my different accounts are in my profile if you click it. Yeah, appreciate y'all. See y'all later, I guess.
This is Conan. And this is Crap, a British hip-hop duo from London, England. Conan came out to tell a story he never told before about signing his first record deal.
And then when we're sitting down with the lawyer's like, sign it. Sign it. Don't matter what it is, just sign it, because they're not signing no one. Just take the check, take the money, just sign it. Like, it was a bit pressure-ish, and I'm like, why is he like pressuring me like that? Like, I didn't really like that. And I'll be honest, I've never told this story before, and I feel like I'm just gonna say it because I feel like you should know. Anyway, before we signed the deal, I was a bit off on it, and because the pressure was a bit much, it was like, sign it. And I remember speaking to my old manager, right? And no, if I'm lying, I'm flying. He's phoned me and we're in the studio and I put him on loudspeaker, old manager, and he's like, yeah, like, what are you lot thinking about the deal? We're like, yeah, we want to sign it, but we want to wait and see what happens. And like, on God, Shams, yeah, his voice changed in like a demon's voice. Sign the deal, sign it now, sign it. I got so shook, I threw my phone on the floor. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Wallahi. His voice just changed into like a gremlin. And all he kept saying is, sign the deal, sign the deal, sign the deal. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I picked up the phone and I phoned back my manager, like, yo, bro, like, what happened to your voice, bro? He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, bro, your voice changed, bro. He's like, what are you talking about? Ended up signing the deal anyway, but.
So for the past couple of days, right, whenever it was like really, really cold where I'm at over in Texas, I noticed something really interesting. Like, I was getting shocked by everything I touched. As soon as I got out the car, I'm talking about I was getting shocked like 4 times, bro. And I had never been shocked that much.
Yo, anybody else been feeling this way? Because I definitely been feeling this way. Like, I'm shocking everything I touch for some reason. My wife gonna tell me, you dragging your feet on the floor. No, I'm not. I got superhero static shock powers, that's all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody I was with, it was like, damn. As soon as I got out the car, I'm talking about I was getting shocked like 4 times, bro. And I had never been shocked that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody I was with, it was like, damn, like, why is everything that you touching shocking you? Even whenever they would touch me, it would shock them. When I would touch them, it would shock them. But like, they weren't shocking anything, or they weren't getting shocked. So it was something that I was finding interesting. And then like when all this snow and stuff melted the next morning, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just noticed that I stopped shocking everything. So I wonder if those periods of time, whenever they try to push all this in this agenda, do we really be having upgrades for our superpowers? And the more we become aware of it, the more, you know what I'm saying, they'll manifest into our life.
I don't know.
Lawrence keeps saying, he ain't had no stroke. But every time he do an interview, he looked like he had a stroke. Now why don't somebody say something? Ain't nothing wrong with having a stroke and getting better. What is we hiding it for? Every interview he come out. Have a stroke? Which stroke did he not have? He looked like he had a breaststroke, a back stroke, a butterfly, downstroke, upstroke, everything but a stroke of luck.
Luigi Maggioni?
Yeah.
Oh my, let's talk about him, because he's like the most searched up guy on Twitter right now. And there's a crazy theory about his Twitter header.
What is it?
Oh my god, yo, get that shit ready. Boom. So this is what his Twitter header looks like.
Yeah.
So it's 3 pictures. Everyone's saying like, okay, it's normal when you look at it. Because first picture on the right is like a thirst trap of him like vacationing.
Mm-hmm.
Second picture is him like it's surgery, right? And it kind of relates to the whole case because
the healthcare.
He probably put this there because he didn't get healthcare from his parents and like he had to pay for his own.
Mm-hmm.
But the last picture,
it's a Pokemon.
It's a Pokemon. So you're like, okay, he likes Pokemon,
yeah.
Right? This Pokemon is named Breloom.
Yeah.
And on the Pokédex, his number, Breloom's Pokédex number is 286.
Okay.
This is, I swear to God, this is not a reach. In the Bible, if you go to Psalms 286, this is the Bible quote. Watch.
What does it say?
Watch. And it relates directly to the case. Read it.
Better is a poor man who walks in his integrity than a rich man who is crooked in his ways.
He shot the CEO. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. And it's not a coincidence. You know why? Because fam, this guy's the Riddler. On his Twitter, he has a certain amount of posts.
287.
286.
Oh, wow.
286.
Yeah. That's cold though. That is some Riddler shit.
And it's not just that. So people follow, it's called Goodreads. So once you like read a book, you can leave a rating and like a comment, right? So he has over like 200 books in his Goodread. They searched up one. It's industrial society and its future. And he left a comment. He said, these companies don't care about you or your kids or your grandkids. They have zero comms about burning your planet for $1. So why should we have any comms about burning them down to survive?
Damn,
that was his direct quote under the book.
Oh shit. He's been planning this for a long ass time. And I heard like before he got arrested, he let a video out, right? Yeah, he let the video out. That's real. That's Riddler. That's Riddler. I saw some memes. He's feeling like the Riddler because what happened in the Batman, the video went out right when he got arrested. Listen, this is what's going on.
Fam.
If you see this, I'm arrested. Well,
yeah, the same shit.
They did the exact same shit.
Oh my god.
Yo, media imitates life, or life imitates media. Life imitates media sometimes, bro.
Maybe because Loki, did you know his like backstory? He's like a valedictorian.
Yeah.
Like he's really too smart to be doing all this, but at the same time, he uses smart for good.
And the crazy parallel is the person that snitched on him was a McDonald's worker. So it's like the low-level class, high class, So it's the opposite. The criminal in this case is the graduate, is the scholar, and the person that snitched
on him is the thing.
Yeah.
Sexy
That's
Red,
crazy.
and Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter, Miss Bernice King. Woo! This is a beautiful moment in hip-hop and a teachable moment. Like I've been telling y'all, when OGs speak up, that's when the culture is truly gonna shift. Sexy Red posted this AI-generated picture of her slow dancing with MLK, and Miss Bernice King said, "This is intentionally distasteful, dishonoring, deplorable, and disrespectful to my family and my father, who's not here to respond himself because he was assassinated for working for your civil and human rights and to end war and poverty. Please delete." Shout out to Sexy Red. She got the message and she took heed. She said, "You ain't wrong. Never meant to disrespect your family. My apologies. Just reposted something that I saw and I thought was innocent." When OGs speak up, the younger generation will pay attention and will show respect, but OGs gotta be consistent. I wish more people in hip hop, specifically rappers, would take heed to what Miss Bernice King did. Speak up, cause you know that what a lot of the youngers is doing ain't right in different instances, and you got their ear. This is another teachable moment in hip hop. The shift is here.
Because I'm about to read Snoop Dogg ass. I wasn't about to, because so many people have. But I'm about to. Yeah. I'm still going to respect my elders. So, y'all could be like, fuck them. No, I'm going to respect my elders. Let me tell you something. You went out of your way. Don't you know them folks knew that you was already talking shit about a nigga chucking and jiving for Donald Trump? They already had the footage. They already knew. Before they came to you and asked, they knew. They knew. You already have created an iconic career for yourself with an incredible resume, with your people stomping behind you. You understand? Standing on business for you, Unc. That's where we was at with some shit. You got on this good white folks internet and got on here and talked your shit. Fuck Donald Trump. Which one of you niggas gonna perform for him and chucking and jiving? You jigaboo ass niggas, the first one that do it. You got on here and did all of that. Those folks were watching. They knew what they was doing when they came and got you. Then Elon Musk reposted your Twitter post with the laughing emoji and said, "The shift is real." Laughing emoji. He knew. You think you special? They ain't do nothing but take you out the field and put you in the house, nigga. Unk. That's what they did. I don't give a fuck about none of the rest. You know what I'm saying? Rick Ross, Soulja Boy, Nelly, whatever. I don't care. But Unk, you. But like a lot of videos I seen, they said Tupac told us a long time ago that you was switching sides. That you was playing both sides. It's sad to see. Because I got nothing but love and respect for you and your family, your beautiful wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't come back from this. You can't come back from this. You must have forgot. You know what I'm saying? That shit must have got to your brain cells too much. You must have forgot that shit that you put on the internet is forever. You thought because it was old that it was just gone? You thought motherfuckers didn't have that footage? You thought we was gonna forget? And you did all this for money. For money? Turned your back on the culture. For a motherfucker who you was popping your shit about not too long ago.
That's what they do.
We really thought you was a real one. It's so disappointing. It's so disappointing. The Chronic, like, oh. And another thing, Snoop Dogg is a prime example. Just like Diddy. You think you one of us? We're gonna show you. We're gonna build you up just to slap your ass in the face. If you watch my TikToks, you know back when Snoop was in all the Olympics and shit, I said back then, I feel like they building him up to tear him the fuck down. I don't know why, because now all of a sudden, Snoop he always been like an icon, but he was the Olympics, he get to walk with the torch. What he do to be able to, you know what I'm saying? It was very suspicious to me. This is a prime example of when they will invite you to the table, show you an open seat, make you think that seat is for you, and then show you the motherfucking door. Got that man looking like a clown. And that's the motherfucking tea. Fuck that.
This video is for the folks in the US, as you might not get to see this in a few days' time. My name is Clara, and I am a particle physicist working at CERN. And between the 21st and the 25th of January, there is going to be a beautiful display of the planets all lining up in the night sky. And I just really want to pass the message on that CERN, with the Large Hadron Collider that was used to discover the Higgs boson, we are off right now. We are not running. So anybody who might have gotten slightly over enthusiastic when the solar eclipse happened in North America, the Large Hadron Collider is not running. We are off. Nothing, anything that you think happens is nothing to do with us. Okay, thanks. Hope we get to see each other around in other places too. Bye.
Sure, it's off. Y'all think it's off? I don't think it's off. And I don't think that CERN is only in one spot. I think there's different hadron particle, I don't even know if I said that right, particle colliders in different areas. I think we got one right here in Illinois. But yeah, guys, these are some of the most strange and creepy TikToks that are out there. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification bells on, and until next time, YouTube, peace.